Have you ever unwrapped a bar of Cadbury Dairy Milk and wondered, how does something so simple taste so magical? What journey does it take from the cocoa farm to the factory, and finally into your hands? Is it just about mixing cocoa and sugar, or is there an extraordinary secret behind it? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of chocolate making and exploring step by step how Cadbury Dairy Milk is crafted inside giant factories. Trust me, you'll never look at your chocolate bar the same way again. Stay tuned till the end, because this story is not just about chocolate, it's about history, science, farming, and even sustainability. And yes, I'll be asking you a few quiz questions along the way to see if you're a true chocolate fan. The origins of Cadbury Dairy Milk. Our story begins in the early 1900s in England. Chocolate was already popular in Europe, but it was mostly dark and slightly bitter. Consumers loved the treat, but many wished it could be creamier, smoother, and more indulgent. George Cadbury Jr., the son of Cadbury's founder, believed milk was the key. After experimenting with recipes for years, in 1905, Cadbury introduced the first-ever dairy milk bar. The formula included a higher percentage of fresh milk than any competitor, and soon people couldn't resist the taste. It quickly became Cadbury's most popular product, and by 1914, dairy milk had completely transformed the company. Since then, it has expanded into dozens of flavors and varieties, but the classic creamy bar remains the heart of the brand. Step 1. Cocoa farming, the heart of chocolate. The journey of Cadbury Dairy Milk begins far away from the UK, in the Cocoa Belt, a region stretching across countries near the equator. Here, cocoa trees grow best in hot, humid climates. Cadbury sources its cocoa mainly from Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Brazil, and Indonesia. Each region brings unique flavors to the cocoa beans. Farmers carefully harvest cocoa pods from the trees using long-handled knives. Inside each pod are cocoa beans surrounded by white pulp. These beans are the foundation of chocolate. The beans are left to ferment for several days, during which they develop their deep brown color and distinct aroma. Fermentation is crucial. Without it, the beans would taste bitter and flat. Next, they're sun-dried on large mats. This step reduces moisture, making them ready for transport. After drying, the beans are packed into sacks and shipped across oceans to Cadbury factories. Step 2. Fresh milk, the creamy secret. One of the biggest reasons dairy milk tastes so smooth is because of the fresh milk it uses. Cadbury collects milk from local dairy farms near its factories. Every delivery is tested to ensure high quality. The milk is then pasteurized and condensed into a thick milk powder. Why milk powder? Because it blends easily with cocoa and sugar, and it helps maintain consistency and flavor. This is what Cadbury means when they proudly say, "A glass and a half of milk in every bar." Step 3. Cleaning and roasting the beans. When the cocoa beans arrive at the factory, they are first cleaned to remove shells, dust, and unwanted particles. After cleaning, the beans are roasted in huge rotating ovens. Roasting is one of the most important steps in chocolate making because it develops the deep, rich chocolate flavor. Different roasting times and temperatures are used depending on where the beans come from and what flavor profile is needed. Once roasted, the beans are cracked and the outer shells removed. The inside is known as cocoa nibs. These nibs are then ground into a thick, dark paste called cocoa liquor. Despite the name, it contains no alcohol. It's simply pure, liquid cocoa. Step 4. Blending cocoa, milk, and sugar. Now it's time to combine the three main ingredients: cocoa liquor, milk powder, and sugar. This mixture is blended together in precise proportions, a recipe Cadbury guards closely. Once combined, the mixture passes through giant rollers that crush it into an ultra-fine powder. Reducing the particle size is key because it ensures the chocolate feels silky smooth when eaten. No graininess, no rough texture, just melt-in-your-mouth creaminess. Step 5. Conching. The secret to smoothness. The powdery mixture then undergoes a process called conching. Imagine huge machines gently kneading and stirring the chocolate mixture for hours, sometimes days. Conching helps in 3 ways. It smooths the mixture even further. It evaporates unwanted acidic or bitter notes. It enhances the aroma and richness of the chocolate. By the end, the chocolate is glossy, aromatic, and perfectly balanced in flavor. Step 6. Tempering. For shine and snap. Once conching is complete, the chocolate must be tempered. Tempering involves carefully heating and cooling the chocolate to specific temperatures, so the cocoa butter inside forms stable crystals. Without tempering, chocolate can look dull, melt too quickly, or crumble. But when tempered correctly, it gets a shiny, glossy finish, a smooth texture, that famous snap when you break it. Step 7. Molding, cooling, and wrapping. Now the chocolate is ready to take its final form. It is poured into molds shaped like the iconic Dairy Milk squares. The molds are vibrated to remove air bubbles, ensuring a perfect shape. The molds are then cooled in special chambers until the chocolate solidifies. Once solid, the bars are removed and immediately wrapped in the famous Cadbury purple packaging. That wrapper, with its golden logo and glass-and-a-half symbol, has become one of the most recognized in the world. Finally, the bars are packed into boxes, ready to be shipped to supermarkets across the globe. Step 8. Quality checks. But before leaving the factory, every batch of dairy milk goes through strict quality testing. Professional tasters check for flavor consistency, texture and smoothness, aroma and meltability. This ensures that whether you buy a bar in London, Lahore, or Sydney, it tastes exactly the same. Pure Cadbury magic. Cadbury's role in sustainability. Cadbury is not only focused on making delicious chocolate, it also works to improve lives and protect the environment. Through the Cocoa Life program, Cadbury supports thousands of farmers by providing training and better farming tools, helping women in cocoa communities take leadership roles, encouraging eco-friendly farming practices, protecting forests, and reducing carbon emissions. By doing this, Cadbury ensures that the joy of chocolate doesn't come at the cost of the planet. Drop your answer below. Let's see who the real Cadbury fans are. And there you have it, the complete journey of how Cadbury Dairy Milk is made. From cocoa trees and tropical farms to the purple-wrapped bar in your hands. Next time you break off a square of dairy milk, remember the incredible process behind it. The farmers harvesting pods, the milk from local dairies, the roasting, the conching, the tempering, and finally, the wrapping. It's not just chocolate. It's a story of dedication, science, history, and love. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look into the chocolate world, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Food Factory for more exciting journeys into how your favorite foods are made. Because here at Food Factory, every bite has a story.